talk real quick about the technology of, obviously Cambium is, our sponsor today, but if I Google, before this, Wi-Fi 6, and I literally have dozens of pages of different people that do Wi-Fi 6. So let's talk about why, specifically the technology, Cambium's technology. Why does it matter? I mean, why does it matter between, Cambium or somebody else if I'm a partner? And probably Darren's probably best to answer this.
Yeah, let me answer, because I think it's a good follow-up to Rad's previous comment and the question you asked him. And Rad talked about the total cost, and one of the chat questions here was, what kind of cabling do I need, right? And that is absolutely, and it's a critical question, because that's part of the installation, it's part of your total cost. What Cambium has done is we put everything online, everything you need to do. So you can go on, if you're a Cambium partner, you have free access. Here's what you can do, all right? Now, so you can log on and you can you can load up your floor plan in our Wi-Fi designer tool, and you can visualize what that cover is going to look like with Wi-Fi 6 versus Wi-Fi 5. You can do that. It's free. It's online for you, for partners. So you can get a bill of materials out of that. What's it going to take to upgrade that building to Wi-Fi 6? We'll tell you that also. You can flip over to our TCO, Total Cost of Ownership Profiler. It's another online tool, free to use for partners. And you can actually select from multiple competitors. And if one of the competitors that you're competing against isn't listed, there's a custom field you can put in that data as well. And you can see the exact breakdown. What's it going to cost to install the product? What's it going to cost to pull cabling for that product? How much bandwidth are you going to get per dollar you spend, right? Megabits per dollar. What's that number? What's the total cost? What's the bottom line dollar amount? So we're profiling the performance, we're profiling the installation, maintenance, and operations. So performance, installation, maintenance, and cost. We're profiling all three of those things in one tool. It takes you about 30 seconds. And then if you want to spend more, that you could spend 30 minutes if you want. And you can go through and fine tune all of those parameters, and you can see exactly what your costs will be. Do this all online. So there you go. So you got your Wi-Fi designer, you got your TCO profiler, but wait, there's more. If you act now, no, do not act now, actually. Do not act right now. Wait till after this webinar. Log into cloud.cambiumnetworks.com. Do not do it now. And sign up for a free cloud management account. Do not act right now. I'll say that again. You can sign up for an account today. You will never see a bill from Cambium. You could log into that account a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a year from now. The account will still be there, cloud management account, and you'll never see a bill from Cambium Networks. So you can do all of this stuff online today. You can see how the benefit's going to be for your customers. You can put together the quotes so they can see the benefit. You can see the reduced risk. How is Cambium reducing your cost and your risk? You can see all of that online today. So I encourage people to take a look at some of these tools.
Hey, double clicking on that TCO story, Darren, I think it's, look, reality is everybody says I have good TCO, right? And customers' eyes start to roll at that point saying, yeah, I've heard that story before. So what we decided was we need to prove it. So I think this tool is powerful. It's only for partners. Partners can sit, have that conversation with the end customer, kind of look at their situation. What are they looking at? What are the costs specific to their, and like what Darren said, you completely customize it and it produces a report and nice charts that really articulates the value, the economic proposition that Cambium brings to the table. Now, let me step back and kind of talk to how we kind of approach our roadmap, right? How we build our product set, right? For us, it is what we like to call it is a right size portfolio approach, which is we are serving customers on the low end who are running networks which are set and forget networks, right? It's like your home network. I don't touch I may be a Wi-Fi expert, but Darren is a Wi-Fi, Drew is a Wi-Fi, good example, right? Drew has 4 kids, I think, Drew. So, and I'm sure he doesn't touch his Wi-Fi network every day unless his kids are complaining his Netflix or a gaming device not working well. So it's some smaller enterprises are looking at it and saying, hey, I have a business to run. I want to just focus on. So we provide that cost-effective solution for them. Right-sized products, value AP switches, going with a license-free cloud management that Darren just talked about. To saying, hey, I am a public venue with high-density requirements, or a school with a lot of high-density environments in my thing. And I want to have capabilities like easy onboarding of client devices. I want to do deeper inspection of what applications are there and how do I make that happen. So we have, for example, Easy Pass that makes BYOD in the enterprise or onboarding student devices in an education setting super easy, right? Application control, we are able to profile deep packet inspection, not just a target URL-based comparison, deep packet inspection of over 2,000 applications and say, hey, what application is this and how do I apply a policy towards? Do I want to block it? Do I want to throttle it down? Do I want to prioritize it, right? Those are advanced capabilities. So it's really that, it's a approach where when people see value and expect to pay for it, there is a licensing fee associated with the advanced functionality, but there's capabilities for customers. So really that approach, that's kind of how we approach, that's also benefiting from a TCO perspective. What is your need? And it's not one size fits all. Again, I seem to be using the term quite a bit, but it's really true that we internalize that and say, let's make it. If it means leaving money on the table for our partners to be more successful, for our end users to see more value, that's what we do, right? And it works on both ends of the spectrum.
Can we speak to that for a quick sec, actually? A question that I've kind of been sitting on here is, because we're talking about, you have tools that are available for free. You can create an account, it's for free. You have what appears to be a very good TCO and all this. So who's making money and where is people making money, right? Like, let's talk like partners and Cambium. How does money get made?
That's great, because you know what? At the end of the day, Cameron, nobody wants to work with a company that's not going to be around. Cambium's been around for 20 years. Really cutting our teeth in RF design, antenna design in the outdoor space where really the harshest RF environments are. So this enterprise play for us is taking that expertise here into this new market for us, the indoor market. So where does let's start with Cambium, let's talk about the partners. So first of all, Cambium, let's talk about the partners, then work that way. For partners, as Rad mentioned, you can start with our CN Maestro, which is free cloud. It's included cloud management, and you can set up a set it and forget type of network, no problem. But you can also add on to it software packages to increase the functionality. You can use our XMS cloud management system, which has, again, software application policy control, secure BYOD access packages, a nice multi-tenant, multi-user MSP dashboard that you can add to that as a software add-on. So those do cost some money, because those are software packages that you can then use as a VAR. Remember, VAR means value added reseller. So you can take VAR, you can take these software packages from Cambium, bundle them up with your own services, and then resell them. And you can create tremendous value downstream to your customers. Rad was mentioning, large public venues. There are specific software packages that you need to buy. You can wrap around your services and resell that. Education, similar story. There's software packages tailored to the education market. So that's how the partners make money, is by wrapping these software packages and then being highly, highly competitive on the hardware. Now, Cambium, we make money the same way. We make money because we do a couple of things pretty darn smart in our engineering group, right? We have combined the ability to manage all these networks under a single team. So we can manage everything from 250 kilometer microwave links to a 10 gigabit wireless backbone that goes 300 meters or something. Yeah, I think it's 300, up to 300 meters, a 10 gigabit wireless backbone. We can go inside the building and manage Ethernet switches. We can manage enterprise Wi-Fi. And that's one engineering team that does that. And so
we're all the partners out there, they know there's just one group to go to.
Yeah, it's a very efficient way of operating the business. And this is the team that's developing these software packages. So Cambium, we think that we've really aligned our business to deliver those right-sized applications and right-sized networks that Rad was talking about.
A couple of points. How do we make it better for partners? One is one on the product side, one on the program side, right? From a product side, I think Darren touched on this. This is like, some of our partners are managed service providers. Some of our partners are traditional ones looking to be managed service providers, right? So we make it easy. I think our platforms, the cloud management platform, CN Maestro and XMS, are optimized for MSP workflows. So things like multi-tenant dashboards, so where an MSP gets to look at their entire network and they can expose their client networks just to their tenants can see their own network. And the cool thing there is also we enable a private branding of that dashboard. So an MSP, Nick Inc., for example, can expose, they customize the brand. So when their customers look at their dashboard, they look at your branding, right? So it's really helps facilitate your brand building activity as well as part of that. So that's one thing on the product side. The second one, and the key here, is their connected partner program, right? It's a program defined with, really, we look at this as an extension of the product. It's really to say, how do we deliver better partner profitability? And how do we deliver better partner protection in terms of deal registration specifically, right? So those are key attributes. Then compound that with things like we make it easy to kind of do the education. We have a Cambium Learning Management. It's an online system where you can do a lot of courses. You can do certification classes. We've been also running more of partner-specific boot camps, right? You can obviously we are doing some of that virtually now, given the COVID environment we are in. But that's another opportunity for people to get a little bit more hands-on, a little more certified. So there are a lot of tools available from an enablement perspective. This a very strong partner portal that is a one-stop shop. And last but not the least, we have a very vibrant community, right? Over 30,000 of your peers out there. I mean, in that community, it's a great forum to kind of, you don't have to listen to us. You can listen to your peers and have a conversation. So that's a very, very powerful forum as well to kind of get to know a little bit more about what's happening, both from an industry perspective, from a product perspective, ask engineers questions, etc. So really a holistic, well-rounded approach from product to programs to commercials that we try and make it better for our partner community.